Greetings, programs, and what is good? This is Stella Jimenez, also known as the Breakfast of Champions, obviously, and welcome back to SnowRunner. Alright, in today's video, we're going to be doing the task called Finders Keepers. Run over to that swamp, repair up, fuel up the old Zeke Z5368. And see what happens on our constant, unending quest to grab that cheddar. Alright, guys. And just before I forget, I'd like to give a big shout out to Gideon Goblin. Thanks so much for subscribing, buddy. I'm so happy. Let me know in the comments what you like about these videos and what you think could use a little tweak or two. That'd be amazing. Thanks again. And yeah, for the first 5 subscribers, they're gonna get lifetime shout out on the channel. So that's gonna be good. That's gonna be really good. Yeah, rocking the International Scout. While we're on our way over there, don't forget to smash that like button. Remember the old mantra of truck driving. You have to back up before you unload all over that like button. Smash that thing for me, guys. It really helps me out a lot. And right there is the reason why, even though I consider this to be my personal favorite scout in the game, once you start rocking the suspension, you gotta throw a lift kit on there with those big mudders. I mean, you're just asking for rollovers. No worries. Let's see what we can hook up to here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, if you want me to say anything in the shout out from now on, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I'll say whatever you want me to say, within reason, obviously. Got to keep this family friendly. Kind of ironic coming from a truck driver. Stereotypically one of the jobs with the highest percentage of having a potty mouth, but we got to keep it clean here, people. We got to keep it clean here. You just never know who's watching. All right, there's my truck. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with the. We're gonna go with our Tatar in here. And you know what? Instead of going back to the Scout, we're just gonna drive straight to the tractor over there. Give it what we got, and then head over. Take care of the Scout. Yeah, I like the Scout. I know it's pretty tippy, but you know, holds 5 or 6 tires. It's got 300 repair points. You've got 140 extra liters of fuel. And it's an International. The heavy industry department of Daimler Chrysler, known as FCA now, Fiat Chrysler. Back in the day, those Dodge brothers, man. What a time to live. Born in the wrong century. That would have been amazing. At the birth of the motor carriage. Back then, obviously, it was up to that point, it was pretty much a couple of horses. All in your carriage. Still refer to automobiles as cars. short for carriage. Yep, and they just dropped another little hot fix. Version 1.06. Nothing really major going on. They just fixed a lot of minor little issues that kept on causing unnecessary crashes. They finally fixed the headlights on PS4. And they added a few come on. Alright. They added some support for a couple of Logitech steering wheel components. And actually, from what I've heard, it's a little worse than before. So I don't know. We have to have that debate next time, I guess. But I mean, this isn't like Gran Turismo 7 on PS5 here. I using a steering wheel, $300-400 steering wheel setup is, in my personal opinion, a little overkill. For a racing game, of course. This is kind of a slow-paced, easy-go truck driving game. Just cruising through the woods. So I rock this with a good old controller. We got a lot to do in this game. We gotta unload and load cargo. We got a couple on couple trailers. So just for me personally, coming from 23 years of truck driving experience, I prefer the controller over a steering wheel setup for this game. I mean, a racing game, of course, but and maybe if you get used to the buttons, it becomes second nature. But for me personally, I like the control I get with the controller. Yeah, 23 years of driving. Wow. Drove last 2 years of high school, all through university. My buddies working at fast food places. I was making 3 or 4 times what they were making, which made the girlfriend a little happier. Had a nicer car than my buddies. I was able to take her to nicer places than my buddies, and I had more money than my buddies. So and the other thing is, I pretty much only had to work for the summer, whereas they had to work all year. Again, as I've said, great way to see the country. Great way to pay off some student debt. And for me, there's nothing like having some tunes on the radio. You got a nice coffee, and you got an open road. It's just so relaxing. We're coming up on the Scout here. Might as well go refuel first and come back. I'll just write it first and then... well, you know what? We're going to write it and then we're going to head straight back to the cab over there. Cab over, there's some trucking terminology for you guys. Basically just means the engine is directly underneath the cab. Instead of in a conventional tractor, the engine, is out front there. And this is a little miniature clinic here on why your approach angle is so, see, There we go again. Okay, ready for takeoff. This is why your approach angle is so important. Speaking of taking off there, Tesla, congratulations, overtook Toyota as the most valuable car company in the world. Well done, buddy. Well done. I always knew it would be great. Never had a doubt in my mind. But as they always say, you know, hindsight's 20/20. $10,000 a decade ago invested in Tesla. I wouldn't really need to be worrying about anything right now. But you live and you learn, people. You live and you learn. Let me know in the comments below if you guys had extra $10,000 laying around. What that you could afford to lose. What company do you think you might invest in? I don't know. Just out of curiosity. I mean, you want to talk about hindsight and regret. I think the first computer my dad ever bought for his business was good old Radio Shack special called the Tandy computer. I think he paid about $10,000 for the thing. 256 processor. You know, just pitiful by today's standards. But yeah, he had to stay competitive. What can you do? And the hindsight is, had he taken that $10,000 and invested it in Apple when it was like $1.50 a share. Can you imagine? Wouldn't need to be worrying about too much today. This is why I love this Scout, man. Look at this. Even with a big tractor, fuel it up. No worries. Repair it up. Yeah, I'm liking the sound of the sound effect of that impact gun. A couple minutes ago when I changed the tire on the Tuz there, you hear that a little impact gun sound there. That's why I love SnowRunner. I got take care of the little things, and wouldn't you know it? Murphy's Law, people. Murphy's Law. We got 300 repair points. We need 301. This is why I still have that GMC 8500 sitting in Alaska or Michigan. Because it says 100% repaired, 100% fueled. But it isn't. We need that one repair point. That's alright. We'll grab our Tuz and come back. Run through the rift, fuel it up, repair it up. Yeah, so nothing major on the update, just more of a hot fix than anything really. Fix some minor bug crashing issues and the headlights, I guess that's pretty much all they did. Added support for those two steering wheel things. Both Logitech. G29 for PS4 and the Logitech G920 for Xbox One. And again, from the comments I've read, they already used to work pretty fine, and in fact, now they're even more glitchy. So I don't know. If you guys play with the steering wheel, let me know. Is it better or worse? Run over there. Yeah, dropped some bonus content for you guys the other day. Had some unused footage laying around, only 30 seconds worth, but I figured might as well throw it into the end of the video. And then I just made up that whole story about the guy finally having enough courage to let him go, bring in that young upstart from northern Quebec, Canada, Jacques Desjardins. Previous driver made it all this way with us, but again kept on falling asleep at the wheel, and that is not safe. That is not safe, especially when you're hauling hazardous materials. Hazmat in the trucking industry. I guess the only hazardous material in the game would be fuel in this. I mean, okay, you have a rollover with a load of wood or metal planks. It'll shut the highway down for half a day, but you know, it's just a matter of going and picking all that stuff back up again. No environmental damage, but yeah, you want to be really careful with a load of fuel. That's why those guys who haul fuel and propane and industrial chemicals, like I used to haul xylitol for a while. Apparently it's used in paint. Thickens it up or something, helps it stick to the wall better. And speaking of xylitol, it's a sweetener replacement. And yeah, if you enjoy your bubble gum, your chewing gum, make sure it comes with xylitol, because they've just released some information on a study they did where chewing gum with xylitol in it, although it kills bad bacteria in the mouth, it has no impact on the good bacteria. And again, it's zero sugar, so far it looks like a win-win. Xylitol. Actually, it wasn't xylitol I was hauling. It's called xylene, which is a petroleum product. Anything with "ene" on the end. That's it. Bit more XP, bit more cheddar in the bank, and the tractor has disappeared. So, I guess that'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Alright, now stay tuned for your trucker slang of the day. Today's trucker slang of the day is dragon wagon, also known as a vulture. And this just applies to any tow truck driver sitting on the side of a highway. Alright guys, take it easy. See you in the next one. Take care.